What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name is Michael Roman. A new insane theory going around from Reddit claims that Dr. Strange spent 5,000 years looking into the future of the 14,605 outcomes in which the Avengers could win one against Thanos. And while the argument packs a ton of logic, there's also some other things going on here, something I'm going to explain in terms of mythology growing in the MCU. And guys, it's awesome we've gotten to this point. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button, we're giving away 2 PlayStation 4 Pros, as well as a whole slew of other Marvel related stuff. All you have to do, hit the subscribe button, leave a like and a comment on this video, then hit the notification bell, and if you want, stick around to the end of the video. I'll get into all the giveaway stuff there. Now, certainly at this point, it's no secret that time travel is probably involved with Avengers Endgame, and whenever time travel is involved, see Game of Thrones, it opens the door, pun intended, wide open for people to ask, what's really going on here? In fact, the plot holes are so impossible to avoid that a lot of directors choose to skip this trope entirely. In fact, the creators and directors over at Rick and Morty literally have a box in Rick's garage called Time Travel Stuff as an allegory towards not doing that. Because like I said, the plot holes are almost impossible to avoid. That's what makes the Russos' choice of doing this and going head on into time travel so interesting, and we're going to have to see if that's actually the choice they make. Now, this Redditor, Clever Devil, has decided to say that Dr. Strange spent 5,000 years looking into the future, and this was his math. He said that it took us at least 3 hours to watch Infinity War, right? So if it took Dr. Strange to play that out over 14,605 outcomes, you multiply 3 hours times 4,605, that gives you 42,001,815. You then divide that by 8,760 hours in a year, and that gives you 4,795 years, rounded up to an even 5,000 years. This Redditor also claims in the headline that Doctor Strange was increasing his powers the whole time, and that's what gave me the initial pause. See, we've already heard that before, and this is what I meant about the MCU now breeding its own mythology. When stories start to take on parts of other stories, when you build lore out of the facts that you're given in the movie, and then other lore is compounded on that, what I'm trying to say is that in the original Doctor Strange movie, when Doctor Strange locks Dormammu down into a time loop, there was some initial speculation about how much time he may have been in there, and it turns out he may have been in there quite a long time, or as the director said, just not a couple of minutes. How long, we don't know, but the director did confirm that he was increasing his powers the whole time. Now, this Redditor, with maybe perhaps a good idea with his initial thoughts and logic of how long this could have taken, has decided to just add that onto the tale. Rightly or wrongly, it now makes us re-examine the initial claim, so let's think about it. If Dr. Strange was able to speed up the process of looking through 14,605 outcomes, then why would each process take the actual 3 hours in all? See, it's magic at play, and when there's no rules set, as if the Russos could even do that anyway. Literally, guys, there's not enough time in any movie to set up all the rules in a cosmic universe with all the rules of the different spells and magic. So when all of that is left up to decisions of the directors and then left to be ambiguous as is, so us the viewer can decide, you can't start locking in lore. So the idea that he was there for 5,000 years is as arbitrary as 5 million years, as the 42 million from the initial multiplication. There's no way of knowing. And so we have to be careful when we start to conflate theory with what we think is actually possible. Now, did it take him a long time? Maybe, or maybe he was seriously speeding through all of it and it only took him that 5 minutes. There's no way of knowing, and quite honestly, unless we hear it directly from the Russos or the writers themselves, again, we'll never know. But the idea here is that he was able to see these, and I think the even bigger picture is what other people have speculated and what the conditions were for what needed to happen. And what I mean specifically by that is it's not how long he was looking at the future or whether he was leveling his powers up, but rather the real Easter egg is the 14,605 is meant to represent how long the odds are against them actually beating Thanos. That's the real Easter egg, and the idea that these certain conditions had to be set up, that they had to be dusted in the snap, that Ant-Man had to be in the quantum realm, that Tony Stark had to live. Guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Does it matter how long he was there, and or do you think 5,000 years is plausible? Is it much cooler to just leave it ambiguous. Let me know what you think. Okay, shout out to my boy Matt over at SUPES. He's a brand new YouTube channel. He invited me over there to do an interview. I'm gonna go ahead and link that episode in the description. If you go over there, that'd be cool. Check out his channel, man. He's a pretty cool dude. Ask me some questions about myself in Avengers Endgame. You know the deal. And quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. Okay, we're giving away 2 PlayStation 4 Pros, as well as this awesome Avengers 1 commemoration plaque commemorating the first Avengers film containing 10 original film cells, Marvel Trendsetters limited edition limited run plaque. If you want to win this or the PlayStation, same rules apply. All you got to do, hit the subscribe button, leave a like and a comment on this video, then hit the notification bell, because the more videos you like and comment on, the better chance you have of winning. My name's Michael Roman. This is Everything Always. Thanks for checking out the channel and stick around. We'll be posting again real soon.